In this video, I'll show you how to download VMware Fusion and also download a Windows 11 virtual machine so that you can use it on your Mac Mini M4 or other M4 device. Start by typing download VMware Fusion and then click on this first link. Scroll down and select VMware Fusion Pro Download. This will lead you to the Broadcom website. It will ask you to log in. So since it is likely to be your first time, click on login and then register in the top right. Then what you'll do is enter your email address, type in the verification text from the image. That will then send a verification code to the email you're registering with. Check your email, get that verification code. It should be 6 numbers. Put in your first name, your last name, the country you're in, what your job title is, if any, and then a password and confirm that password. Make sure your password meets all the requirements that it shows whilst you're typing. If it doesn't, it won't let you create the account. So there's the list of things. Just make sure you do all of those things. And that last one means you can't use any 3 characters or more that are in your email. So let me show you an example of what the last one means. Let's say you had this email person@gmail.com. You can't use the letters PER, ERS, SON, RSO in the password because those are 3 letters that are next to each other in the email. So you can't use any 3 letters that are next to each other in the password. So for example, I can't use the password Perry, so PERRY, because that contains 3 letters that are next to each other in the email. So just follow that rule. Once you've created the password, accept the terms and conditions and then click create account. That will lead you to this page. And what we want to do is just build the profile later. So just click I'll do that later. You'll then be redirected to this page. And once you're here, what you want to do is actually go to the correct page for the product download. So this is the URL that you want to type in. And that will take you to this page as long as you're still logged into the Broadcom account. You then want to choose VMware Fusion 13 Pro for personal use and just choose any version. I've chosen 13.6, and then that will load this page. Just agree to the terms and conditions, and then what you want to do is click on the download logo next to the MD5 column. When you click that, it will open up this, which just says you need additional verification, and you just want to proceed, yes. And here it will just ask for your address details, so just put that in and confirm and submit. Make sure to enter values in the required fields, click on submit. That should then bring you back to this and the download should begin. If it doesn't, just click the download button next to the MD5 column again. Once it's downloaded, just click on the download file and that will open this, which is just verifying the download. And then this will open up. Go through this, so agree. We don't have a license key, so we just click the bottom option. We want it for personal use, continue, done. And then this other pop-up will open up. So I'm just going to click not now. To install Windows, click get Windows from Microsoft, then continue, and then continue. And then we want to choose the professional, and then you can choose your language. In my case, I'm going to choose English GB, but you can choose whichever one is right for you, and then click download Windows. This will download the ISO file, then click continue, and then nothing to change here, so click on continue. And then here you'll want to generate a password, so you can auto-generate or create your own. I've auto-generated, and then click on continue. Just make a note if you auto-generate. And then here we'll create a new virtual disk unless you have an existing one. Once you click continue, you'll come to this page which shows you details of the virtual machine. And then you can customize settings to choose where you want to save the file. I'm just going to leave it where it is and then click on save. Once you've clicked save or finish, this will appear. To customize the amount of processors or the memory, i.e. RAM assigned to the virtual machine, you can click here. And with the drop down, you can change the number of processor cores. I'm going to leave it. And then below, you can change the amount of memory. Again, I'm going to leave them both and then cross off. VMware might ask for accessibility feature control. I'm going to deny because I don't need it. To reopen settings, you can click on the spanner symbol and that will open up the window again. You can click on the general button to add notes as well to the virtual machine. To change the amount of hard disk space assigned to the virtual machine, you can click on this hard disk. And then here you can use this drag control to reduce the disk size or increase it. I'm just going to leave mine at 64 gigabytes. If you want to explore any of the other settings, feel free to go through each of these individually and change as needed. So if you want to change the sound card or anything else, just explore each of these options and see what they do. The main ones that I've just taken you through should give you the key abilities that you need to customize the virtual machine itself. Now that we've set up everything, we're going to click on the play button, and then this will open up this. So press any key to boot from CD or DVD. So just press any key on the keyboard, and then this will start up, and this will take a bit of time, but then you'll have these settings. So select the language settings and then click on next. Select the keyboard you want to use. I've set United Kingdom, next, and then I want to install Windows 11. I'll have to agree, so check that box and then click on next. Once you click next, it will ask you if you have a product key. Select I don't have a product key at the bottom, and then you'll have to select the image. So I'm just going to select Windows 11 Pro. You can choose any other. Then accept the license terms, and then it will search for this, and it will find the one that we set up earlier, so the 64 gigabytes that we'd assigned. Click on next, and then just wait, and then here it will say it's ready to install, and just click on install, and the installation will begin. So here I've just sped it up really fast, but it will restart a few times. So just don't click anything when it does that, just let it restart, and you'll see it will also tell you that it will do it a few times. This takes quite a bit of time, but I've just sped it up for the purposes of this video. When you come to this screen, we want to set up Windows 11, but we want to also skip the Microsoft login. So to do that, what you'll have to do is click on the Shift button plus F10, and that will open up this command prompt. Type /bypass NRO, and then click enter. Windows 11 will then reboot, and this is basically rebooting so that we don't require the Microsoft login or account to set this up. You'll come back to the main screen, click yes if the country is right, if not change it, and then select the keyboard input, next, and then skip, and then it will be checking for updates, and this will again take some time as it's going to restart as well. It will then bring you to this page where it's asking you to name your device, so give it a name. I'm going to use Windows VM. You can't use spaces between words, so just use a dash or underscore, and then click on next. It will then refresh, so just give it a moment, and then it will ask you whether you'd like to set this for personal use or work or school. I'll select personal use, and then next, and then it will check for Windows updates. So again, this takes a bit of time, and here it's going to ask you to sign in. To avoid that, click on virtual machine and then network adapter, and then disconnect networks adapter. So that will disconnect it from the internet, and then what you can do is click on sign in, and it should just go ahead and ask who's going to use this device. Before continuing, go back to virtual machine, network adapter, and then connect the network adapter. Now you can enter your name and then next, and then you can enter a password or just leave it blank and click next so that there's no password assigned. So I'm just going to do that, and then here you want to choose either of these. I'm going to choose no, and then accept. Find my device, no, accept. Send diagnostic information, required only is what I'm going to check, and then accept. And then improve ink typing, no. Get tailored experiences, no, accept. And then it will just do some loading, and then finally it will say hi, and it's getting things ready for you. It's going to take a few minutes, but I'm going to speed it up now as well, and we will come to this. So now you should have Windows 11 running on your virtual machine, and you can go about setting up whatever else you need. So you can do any updates, you can download any apps that you want, any software and so on the virtual machine, so you're all good to go. It's important to install VMware tools as well. So to do that, click on virtual machine, and then you'll click install VMware tools, and then click install, and within the Windows 11 you'll see this pop-up appear. Click on that, click run setup.exe, and then select yes, and then that will start to do some stuff, and you'll open up this launcher. Click next, and then install. That will start to install some stuff. So once it's installed, you'll see that it will say finish, so click finish, and then it will want to restart, so click yes. And this will begin restarting, so this will take some time again, and then it will come back here, and here you're back in. The next thing you want to do is make sure you install the Windows updates. So the way you do that is go to Windows and then click on Settings, so in the Start menu, and then you will go down to Windows Update, click on Update, Download and Install, so click on that. That will become installing. Once it's completed, check for other updates, and then you'll see it'll start to install other updates as well. Once it's completed that, there'll be another one, or there may be others remaining, so just install those. I don't want to do that right now. So once it's completed downloading, you will have to restart the computer again, and that will again take some time. So this can be quite lengthy, especially with Windows updates, but I've again sped it up, and then it's going to relog you in, and now you're ready to go. So your Windows device is set up, you can do whatever you need and go about enjoying using your virtual machine. To exit the virtual machine, you can click on the pause button in the top left corner of the window, or you can click on the X button on the VMware window. I noticed when I maximize the window, the Windows 11 doesn't change size. So what you have to do is go to View, and then you can resize virtual machine. So here you can change it to different sizes. As you can see here, you can make it even larger and so on. But that's not ideal because it doesn't fix the issue. Alternatively, I can choose Resize Virtual Machine to Fit to change the size. So as I expand the window, the virtual machine changes size. However, again, it doesn't work when I maximize the window. So you'll see here, we've still got the black bars at the top and bottom. So it works when it's not maximized, but not necessarily when I try and maximize. So that's not helpful either. To properly maximize the window, you have to select Use All Displays in Full Screen. When you do that, there shouldn't be any black bars anymore on the maximize screen, as you'll see here. So that's how you do it.